Top on the brief this morning is a revelation by the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on the scale of cybercrime, stating how Nigeria lost about $500 million to the nefarious online fraud in 2022 alone. Mr. Olukoyede says by 2025, the global estimate of cybercrime will be in billions of dollars, and also revealed that cybercrime accounts for a significant percentage of over 3,000 convictions secured or recorded by the Commission in the past 1 year. He was speaking at the National Cybercrime Summit in Abuja, organized by the Commission to redirect the skills of the young persons involved in this crime to other profitable venture.
We have reached a stage in our nation that necessity should compel a change of narrative from criminality to productivity, from idleness to usefulness, and cybercrime to cyber wealth. To this end, as part of our preventive research measures in line with Section 6 of the EFCC Establishment Act, the EFCC under my leadership is completing work on a cybercrime research center. We are building a new academy, and we are putting up a cybercrime research center in collaboration with one of the fintechs in Nigeria. It's a center that will take minimum of 500 young Nigerians at a time, train them in cyber security and all areas of cybercrime research.
While that was going on, the Supreme Court has reserved judgment in a suit filed by the 19 states of Nigeria against the federal government, challenging the constitutionality of the laws that establish the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and two others. The judgment dates will be communicated to the parties involved, according to the court. At the hearing, the court ruled that its judgment will apply to Imo, Bauchi, Ogun, and Osun State, which joined the suit, while Anambra, Ebonyi, and Adamawa State announced their withdrawal. The defendant and Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, requested the court's permission to proceed with the document filed that morning. Presiding Justice Owani Abaji granted leave for the defendant to use their reply on the points of law submitted on Tuesday. Now, despite the withdrawal of 3 states, the number of those challenging the constitutionality of the EFCC and others has risen to 19. The court also ruled that the judgment would apply to Ogun, Nasarawa, and Osun State, which had earlier sought consolidation. The states involved in the suit include Sokoto, Jigawa, Enugu, Kebbi, Kogi, Katsina, Oyo, Benue, Plateau, Cross River, Ondo, Niger, Edo, Bauchi, Imo, Osun, Nasarawa, and Ogun, as well as Taraba states. And not too far away from the National Assembly complex, the Senate has announced a 6-man ad hoc committee to investigate the recent allegation leveled against Senator Ashiru Oyolola, representing Kwara South, by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, as the committee is expected to summon the NDLEA to explain the recent allegations. Before now, the NDLEA had days ago alleged that Senator Ashiru's house in Ilorin, Kwara State was raided and illicit drugs were found. The accusation followed controversial contribution by Senator Ashiru on the floor of the Senate on October the 15th during a debate on the bill to establish National Institute for Drug Awareness and Rehabilitation, where the senator described the NDLEA as, in his words, the most corrupt and compromised agency. Senator Ashiru, who during the plenary came under Order 42, raised as malicious and unfounded impressions created by the NDLEA on his press statement issued on October the 21st, describing it as an act of witch hunting, and impugned his privilege as a senator to freely contribute to debates on the floor of the Senate.
I'm coming under Order 42, personal explanation, to explain and clear myself on the insinuation published, especially in Daily Trust, that Senator Ashiru is involved in distribution of drugs. The NDA has made unfounded allegations against me. These allegations are malicious, an attempt to undermine my credibility as a senator and impede my ability to freely participate in parliamentary debate. I'm 68 years now. I assert that I cannot even identify what we call cannabis or any drug. Beyond taking water, I don't take alcohol, I don't take any drug. I don't even take carbonated drinks. Beyond taking water and normal food.
The senator talking about his healthy lifestyle, but is their word against his and the investigation? We hope that we'll get to hear what plays out eventually. But let's now go on to other stories in the subnational, where the Transition Committee in Edo State seems to have been put on hold as the All Progressives Congress members did not turn up for a scheduled meeting, while the chairman of the Transition Committee from the Governor Godwin Obaseki side, Mr. Joseph Eboigbe, and his team members were on ground for the meeting scheduled for John Odige Public Service Academy in Benin City, the Edo State capital. The Monday Pueblos team, led by former Deputy Governor of the state, Mr. Pius Odubo, were not available. Mr. Odigbe, who is also the Secretary to the state government, did not disclose the reason for the APC boycott. The enlarged Transition Committee had met for the first time on Friday, October the 18th, at the same venue. Well, the All Progressives Congress Transition Committee for the Governor-elect, Mr. Mondo Pueblo, or Senator Mondo Pueblo, has responded saying its members were not at Tuesday's session as they were awaiting the feedback on vital documents the APC committee had requested from the outgoing administration Transition Committee. The Secretary to the APC Transition Committee, Mr. Patrick Okariele, at a different location from the Transition Committee meeting venue in Benin City, explained that a key government official had promised to provide feedback on the request for some relevant document, but subsequently went silent.
The issue is that we have had series of...
Now, apologies for that mix-up. Let's move on to other stories where the Oyo State Governor, Mr. Seyi Makinde, says he will not stop securing the state against criminal elements as he continues to investigate in or invest in the security of lives and property of the people. Perhaps is why the state government has recruited and trained about 800 or 561 more Amotekun personnel, with 480 of them who will serve as forest rangers to curb the attacks from criminals who use the forest as their base across the state.
I congratulate the new recruits passing out today. You started with many others. So to get to this point today is a testament to your hard work and successful demonstration of your expertise. We will ensure that your new assignments are not hardship postings by supporting you with all that you need to succeed. We're not only going to provide hardship allowance for the forest rangers, but we will provide it for all Amotekun corps.
Let's now talk business, where the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has shown support for Nigeria's central bank recent interest rate hikes and the foreign exchange measures, describing them as suitable steps towards stabilizing the economy. The endorsement was given by Tobias Adrian, the IMF's financial counselor and director of monetary and capital market, during a press conference on the Global Financial Stability Report at the IMF World Bank annual meeting in Washington, D.C. At the presentation of the Global Financial Stability Report, Adrian emphasized the importance of Nigeria's macroeconomic policies and global economic uncertainty, while acknowledging the efforts of the CBN in controlling inflation and stabilizing the foreign exchange market. Away from business, let's stay with international scene, this time to foreign news, where the former CEO of fashion giant Abercrombie & Fitch, Mr. Mike Jeffries, and his British partner Matthew Smith have been arrested and charged with running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation. They are accused of using their power and influence to target young men with dreams of becoming models, with millions of dollars allegedly spent on large-scale operation used to traffic and abuse them. Although the number of alleged victims is uncertain, the indictment mentioned at least 15 individuals, and prosecutors say dozens were involved. Well, those are the stories we've been tracking for you, say, in the last 24 hours.